The touch glass generation. This is a term that I just invented, and I think it's perfect to describe Generation Alpha, because they're not touching grass. You know, this meme that came up recently that I just learned about, well, not just learned about, but learned about recently somewhat, that people are behind the screen so much that they have to kind of reset and touch grass just to feel natural again and like a human being. So the thing is, Gen Alpha was born with a glass screen. So what do? They don't touch grass, they touch glass. They touch the iPhone screen, or the smartphone screen, that is, and that's their generation. And so the thing is, there are industries that are going to have to adapt to that. This is the first generation fully immersed in social media, artificial intelligence, and frictionless digital experiences. They don't have all of the inconveniences that, you know, previous generations experienced. So it's going to be a very particular mindset that needs to be catered to. They will not adapt to technology. Technology has to adapt to them. So whatever you're working on, you really need to be cognizant of what makes the touch glass generation tick. Because if you don't, you're going to be left behind. So the touch glass mindset, it expects three things: instant response, zero friction, convenience, and they want to be able to have some interplay of artificial intelligence that actually works. They'll be a generation that has grown up on voice commands and personalized feeds, and just instead of interacting with their brain, they'll interact with an interface to interact with others. This is where it's going. So it is what it is. Adjust with the times or be left behind. So what industries will cater to that? Well, we have number one, immersive gaming and digital worlds. You know, we're into sports, outdoor events, competitive things like that. But this generation may fixate a lot more on things like esports and gaming. So platforms like Roblox, Fortnite, they're not just games. They're the actual playgrounds and hangouts and identity hubs, and even commercial platforms that this generation is going to be used to. And so they're not going to be accustomed to the physical realm the same way. Kind of scary, but you have to adapt. I've been saying that a little too many times, sorry. Picture a 10-year-old, for example, designing a digital hoodie and selling it to their friends, and basically using their earnings to upgrade their virtual house. You know, it sounds crazy, but that's what's happening. It's just around the corner and even happening to a degree now. So digital identity is very important to this generation, and it should be important to you, because if you have less of a digital identity, you become a nobody. Secondly, AI-first education and skills platforms. So schools might be going the way of the dinosaur. They learn by doing, not memorizing. So they're going to be used to adaptive learning, real-time feedback, like instant feedback, and content that talks back to them. Even with ChatGPT, you can learn by talking to it in real time. So it's very interesting. And then you have education technology. So AI co-pilots that will teach like friends, or gamified pathways. So gamification is going to be very important. And co-creation tools that turn learning into play. So these are also areas that are really important to focus on. So when learning feels like a game, education stops being a chore and it starts becoming a superpower. And then industry number 3, youth, fintech, and digital economies. So they'll be growing up managing digital assets. Before their first bank account, they'll be looking at cryptocurrencies. So think about in-game currencies that already exists. And that may flow into the real world, and it already is happening. Think youth-friendly digital wallets or tokenized reward systems that make investing and saving fun. So when finance feels intuitive, financial literacy does not need to be taught. It's just absorbed through content. So smart people in this space will make money management feel like it's a game and not paperwork. Last but not least, wellness and emotional tech. This is going to be huge. This is going to be major. You know, like the boomer generation medical industry takes off because, you know, you need actual physical care. This generation is going to need a lot of psychological help. And the touch glass generation, there's a lot of health hazards I can envision in this. They're more connected than ever, but have less friends than ever too. And they're more paradoxically, socially anxious than ever, than any other generation. You know, getting on the phone is uncomfortable to them. It kind of like is jarring. So this creates opportunities for wellness companions, things that can ease you into natural interactions, even if it's artificial at first, gamified mental health tools, and even gamifying social interactions in real life. The first interview I did was with the founder of Map2Be, and he talks about something like this, gamifying social interaction, making it a rewarding thing, rewarding you for actually being social. So that's a future tech opportunity. And wearables that track and coach emotional states, not just steps. So wearables, you know, I gotta take my steps. Well, maybe there's a wearable that, you know, it measures how many times you touch real grass. So if millennials were downloading meditation apps, the alpha generation will grow up with emotional co-pilots, always present, personalized, and responsive. Like, you know, in Halo you had Cortana, was it? Can't remember anymore. Anyway, in conclusion, 4 industries that really there's going to be a lot of opportunity. Immersive gaming and digital worlds, number 1. Number 2, artificial intelligence first education and skills platforms. Number 3, youth, fintech, and digital economies. And number 4, wellness and emotional technology. Maybe this inspires someone who watched this video to get into one of these industries and make some real significant change. But the real insight isn't just this list, it's the pattern behind it. So remember, they expect frictionless, personalized experiences. They live where digital identity and real-world identity and impact blur. And a lot of people will even be more identifying digitally than in real life. A little bit dystopian, but it is what it is. And they will shape industries faster than previous generations ever could. Time is moving so fast because things are progressing so fast. So companies that lean into this kind of stuff now are going to define the future in 2030 and beyond. Don't be reacting to it, build into it. So I hope this inspires and reminds you that designing and building for the future is important, because living in the past, it might feel comfortable, but it's the easiest and fastest way to be forgotten. This is the Upside Scoop, where we don't wait for the future, we build for it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like this video. We're going to continue to make more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.